Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can get us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com. And today I want to show you a fourth video. Bo sent this telephone in, and this is the fourth video of the repair. It's an ongoing issue, and we're probably going to do a fifth video, just for the simple fact that when we get it all together, we'll do a little final checkout on it, and that'll kind of show you everything. I wish I would be able to show you in the video of me putting the main PC board in, which is the network. We have our brackets made for it now, but it's going to be a little bit of a fight, and it wouldn't be pretty. So I'm not going to be able to show it to you. It just would take too long, and they only give us 10 minutes, and I just don't think it would be possible to show me putting it in. I would like to do that. We've got some holes drilled in the elephant now inside on the belly underneath that we're going to mount to, and I usually generally don't like to use the line cords that just hang out of these phones. I usually install a modular port, but since there's a story behind the phone and I'm trying to keep it original to how it came in, I'd like to keep as much of it as original as possible. So I'm going to use the original line cord. We did install a modular, a little modular clip on it. And so anyway, here is the hook switch I showed you in an earlier video of us finishing off the hook switch. This is we've got our we have our hook switch mounted and put in, and that's how the bracket turned out that we had to make. I'm going to plug the phone in. Right off we got dial tone. I don't know if you can see it here. You might be able to hear it. That's the analyzer clicking when it's off hook. I'm going to hang it up. I'm going to ring it. Let it ring one more time. If you noticed in the earlier videos, they had the bell connected to some kind of piece that looked like they had scavenged it out of another telephone. This is a more working version. The bell connected to the network. We have some rubber standoffs here so nothing touches. We had to make a plastic bracket for this area because the screws go through the coil here, and if this coil touches this elephant, it's going to put a hum into the phone line. So we don't want that. That's why this is a plastic bracket that we had to make. Back here it doesn't matter. This can be a metal one. It's not touching any kind of circuit board, but this metal here for this coil and transformer, basically all the same thing, depends on how it's wound. The screws go through it, and it's all metal, so anything touching this elephant off this will put a hum into it. So we had to do that. This had to be plastic. The handset cord is mounted here so that it won't pull out, and so is the handset cord, or the line cord. And this is the handset that we had to come up with for the customer because the original handset was missing. And then we built our hook switch bracket and mechanism so that the cradle would go up and down. We also went through the dial and got the dial working again and got all that cleaned. So really this is just kind of a fourth video to show you that I have made my brackets. I'm getting ready to mount the network PC board into my telephone now, and then of course our saddle will sit on this like this, and that will bolt up, and everything should be in working order then. I'll do probably what would be the 5th video on it, a little checkout video just to show you after it's installed. And I don't really want to get into the fight of trying to put this in here while the video is running, because it could get dirty. You might see some blood, and that wouldn't be very nice. This is a repair video, and that fight could get nasty. Okay, and we don't want to get involved in that. So and they only give us 10 minutes on these videos, so it kind of keeps us from showing you every step of the way, and I'd like to be able to do that, but I can't. They just don't give us enough time, and I'd have to be sitting there worrying about the video running out. So anyway, this is where we've gotten to this point. Another thing I want to talk to you real quick about is I don't know the extent of your knowledge of telephones and analyzers and the telephone line, but when you see me holding the board like this and ringing it, I want to hang up the phone. Let that ring a couple times. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to let dial tone produce. Okay. When you see me doing that, if you're touching this bell circuit when that happens, when they're shooting a ring to it, it's an AC voltage, and it will shock you, and it'll get you good. So it'll bite you. And so when I'm holding that, when you see me doing that in these videos, I know what to touch. So be very careful if you do that. If you're like plugged into the phone line and you call your line and you're testing, it's an AC voltage. It can get you. It'll let you know. It'll wake you up in the morning. Is basically what it'll do, and it'll set you back a little bit. So be careful, because I know what to touch. And so if you're doing the same thing I'm doing here, just be careful. And you may know what I'm explaining to you, but I want those that don't know to know that it can bite you. Okay, so be prepared to get bit if you're touching the wrong part of the board or part of the bell or whatever. I don't want you to be working on it and touching everything that's going to shock you when you're working on it. And so saying all that, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the video with, you can get us at www.a1-telephone.com, or you can reach us at 618-235-6959. And I wish I could show you all of it, but I just wouldn't have the time to do it. And I'll do a little 5th video of it finished up and the elephant all put together, and we'll go from there. But thanks for watching. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. Enjoyed making the video, and I hope you have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.